Oh man, I am so grateful for all the people that donate money to it's amazing to me that we are able to make this show because people donate by going to patreon.com/we have concerns. Isn't that amazing?
I mean, I'm pretty blown away by it.
You
you wanted more energy out of me.
I was hoping maybe that drink your coffee.
You are the worst bank robber ever, and I don't know why we hired you for this crew. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Here's an interesting story sent to us by our buddy Ben Floriansig, who sends lots of stories. This guy is reliable story sender.
What if one day you just started it by saying, here's a mediocre story?
I mean, if I don't say here's a good story, then that's what's implied. That's the subtext of what I say. Here's what we're talking about today. No, this is really fascinating to me. He sent us this story about a tribe in the Amazonian rainforest called Satari Mawe. I hope I'm pronouncing that
and
close.
that is 100% perfect. There's no need to email or
no need to email.
No, that's 100% perfect.
It only consists of 10,000 members in this northern region of the Amazonas. And
once again, also no need to let us know.
It's pitch perfect.
That was perfect.
Pitch perfect. Anyway, they have a strange tradition. They're a warrior tribe, and they have a warrior culture, and the young boys get initiated into warrior culture in a very specific way. Remember when we were talking about getting stung by stuff and the most painful stings ever? We talked about the tree that stings people, and we compared it to the worst stings imaginable because that dude came up with the sting scale.
Yes.
And
the Schmidt scale.
Schmidt scale. Yeah. It's actually in Ant-Man.
It was in Ant-Man. Because wasn't the highest one was a bullet ant.
Bullet ants. Top of the list. Top of the heap. No more painful sting in the world. According to Schmidt scale.
How are these two threads going to come together, I wonder?
Well, guess what the young 12-year-old boys have to do in order to get into the warrior tribe?
Watch Ant-Man.
That's exactly correct. They have to watch Ant-Man, and then they're in the warrior tribe. And the warrior tribe is a bunch of cosplayers that go to Comic-Con, and they're all dressed like all the different Avengers. And you have to really understand even the B movies. You have to get to like the B-level characters. So that's why they all have to watch Ant-Man. Because they can't just get by on their Iron Mans and Thors.
I can't believe that there's only 10,000 members in this tribe. I could
very
join
exclusive.
this tribe, I think. I've watched Ant-Man.
Have you?
Have you really watched it?
I mean, you've seen Ant-Man.
Have you sat down and
watched it?
Really looked at Ant-Man? They have to be stung by this ant.
They get stung by this ant, but not in the normal way. They
put you in a fighting circle with one of these ants, and whoever comes out alive.
He just stepped on the ant. Yeah, I know, but it was...
No, yeah. I mean, they all step on the ant. I have been meaning to come up with a new initiation process.
We have literally not ever turned anyone away from the warrior.
I know. And I've just had a lot on my plate, and because here's what's crazy ironic about this.
Yeah.
The more people we let in, me as chieftain, the more responsibility I have, and the less time I have to come up with another initiation.
You're just hurting yourself. You're really just stinging yourself.
I am spread way too thin, and it's like, maybe you guys could come up with another initiation.
I mean, I think everybody's pretty happy that they passed. So I don't think anybody has initiative or incentive to want to kind of make it more difficult.
Okay, well, can we streamline it then and just not do initiation?
Well, that just seems lazy. I mean, we should do something. There's got to be an in-group and an out-group. I feel like,
Okay, well, just, stamp everybody's hands as they come in.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's how we'll know.
That's
and
great.
And that way I can just get back to this paperwork.
Yeah, you should really get on that because
I
there's a lot of applications that you need to get through. No, they actually build little gloves for their 12-year-old boys.
For each ant.
And
each boy has to make a set of gloves for an ant.
Be a rough initiation.
And then carefully, gingerly place the gloves, the teeny gloves, onto each ant without being stung.
And the hardest thing about that is knowing what is an ant hand and what is an ant leg.
It's tough.
It's real hard to know.
Well, there's also the estimation of the size
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're halfway into making an ant glove and you realized that's why you got to watch Ant-Man so closely.
What is this initiation?
No, they make gloves and they fill them with bullet ants. And then the boys have to wear the gloves. They have to wear the gloves and not make any facial expressions of pain as the ants sting them relentlessly. Not only that, they have to go through this ritual 20 times before they're members of the club.
So, right off the bat, I have a question. I have a big question.
Yeah.
You're wearing these gloves.
I'm not, but this 12-year-old boy
You're wearing the gloves.
Yeah.
Keep the gloves on for 20 seconds.
They have to do it for 5 full minutes. They have to have the gloves on their hands, both hands, full of gloves, full of ants. Deadly bullet ants. Not deadly, but painful.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. So, to me, to a person who is an idiot,
Yeah. You.
me, I'm like, whatever, ant gloves, fine. We got to remind you guys that just one sting from a bullet ant incapacitates somebody for multiple hours.
Oh, it is terrible. It is the worst pain ever recorded.
It is supposed to literally be the highest amount of pain that you will ever experience.
Yeah.
Single sting.
Single sting.
Number 2, when a bullet ant stings, it releases a pheromone from its body
Yes.
that tells any other ant in a short space that they should also sting immediately.
Like a glove size
Like
space.
a glove-sized space.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine one ant decide you stay perfectly calm, right?
Yeah.
They slide this thing on. You just nudge one ant the wrong way.
Yeah.
It stings. Chain reaction.
Chain reaction to all the ants stinging you, giving you the worst pain. You're 12. All you want for your whole life is to be part of the warrior tribe. And guess what? You got to sit there and not make any expression on your face as the worst pain known to man is rippling up your arms?
My main question, my one question about
Yeah.
this is really, why 20 times? If somebody can do that once,
Once! Yeah, I mean, come on, high fives. Well, you don't want to high five them because their hand probably is.
remove the gloves first.
Yeah, remove the glove.
Or don't. High five them. Kill those ants.
Oh, yeah.
But if somebody can do that once, couldn't they do it? I could see making them do it twice,
You're
right?
like 17 times, you're like, I'm still not sure this guy's going to make it.
Yeah, he's not. I don't
17?
know.
All right, let's maybe 3 more times and then I'll believe it.
Guys, I'm telling you, I've done it 17 times now.
Yeah, I know, but we like round numbers. And also, you still might be a pussy.
But I'm not. It's literally the same shit you made me go through last week and the week before and the week before. You get it 17 times.
We made like some really nice new gloves. And there's so many more ants in it this time.
I don't understand why that even matters.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe you kind of lucked out last time. I didn't see any expression on your face whatsoever. I'm not even sure they stung you because you were so expressionless.
You're pulling an incredulous act. You're pretending that you're incredulous, but you know that they stung me and I didn't do it. I passed your test 17 times.
Yeah. Let's just do it 3 more times.
This is like when you're 9 years old and there's the one kid you don't want to hang out with and you're like, oh, dude, you can totally hang out with us if you do this thing.
And then he does it.
And he does it. It's like, oh, yeah, but also you have to do this.
Yeah. The rules are constantly changing in the warrior tribe.
Yeah, just because all of them are 4th graders. Did we mention that they're all 4th graders?
Yeah, it's Lord of the Flies.
It's a real Lord of the Flies ass situation down there.
Here's the
20 times! That makes no sense.
But here's the thing. It's a lot easier than you might think because in order to get you through it, they lead you in a dance.
During.
So they dance, there's music played, and then they help you dance as you're being stung by the ants.
All that's gonna do is anger the ants more because you're jostling them around.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it angers the ants a lot. But on the plus side, you're dancing, so it's entertaining for those watching.
And we all know that all anyone can feel when they're dancing is just pure transcendent joy.
Right. Yeah.
Just the pure transcendent joy that comes with movement of the body.
That's what you say when anybody
without thought, without inhibition.
If anybody is injuring you or is feeling upset or uncomfortable, all you got to do is start dancing with them and then just tell them directly to their face, the rhythm is going to get you. And then they'll realize the rhythm is going to get them and not the pain. That's really who's going to get you. The rhythm.
Say the rhythm one more time, motherfucker. I dare you. I dare you to say the rhythm one more time.
I want to. No, I really want to.
There is a video in this article
Yes.
from a BBC show, I think, called Hamish and Andy, and I've seen their show before.
Yes.
They go and they do some weird things around the world, and they put the gloves on. He's either Hamish or Andy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now because now he's just a pile of goo.
The rule, I mean, just through context clues, I've narrowed it down to him either being Hamish or Andy.
Yeah. They put the glove on him for what is a
They
split
don't
second.
even get it all the way on. Like, they haven't
Yeah.
slid the gloves all the way on before he starts screaming in agony.
Yes.
Screaming
Screaming so much that
shaking.
you feel like it's an act.
Yeah.
It looks fake, but it goes on and on and on, and he turns a color of red that I don't think people are supposed to be.
He's biting on sticks. They're
Yeah.
pouring water on him.
Yeah.
He's doing the dance.
He is definitely
To
doing
his
the dance.
credit, he's
it doesn't
doing the
help
dance.
much.
He's not doing the same dance as everybody else because he's also like hopping up and down.
Yeah.
They're doing like these very measured forward backward steps, and he's just like bouncing around while his arms are locked.
Yeah.
It
Imagine
looks like a
dancing-
nightmare bar mitzvah. It looks like he's the one guy at the bar mitzvah that's on PCP and he's trying to like keep his cool or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Imagine dancing fused with agony. That's kind of, I mean, more than usual.
More than usual. But once again, Jeff, dancing is only pure transcendent joy.
It's wonderful. It's a magical experience.
it
And
is-
the
it is-
rhythm is
No.
going to get you.
No.
All right. Yeah, this
Ben
is
who-
a horrible thing.
Ben asked when he sent in this email, he was like, do you think these sort of rituals have any purpose? Are they important?
Yeah.
Should they exist? And do
It's
they
really
do
just
any
an
good?
extreme example of some sort of fraternity initiation thing or, being hazed.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I think it's easy to dismiss it as that,
Yeah.
right? Hazing literally makes no sense.
This is hazing. What do you think this is?
No.
This is exactly hazing.
This is the Warrior Tribe version of a Google entrance exam.
No.
Yes, it is. Hazing is we're gonna slap you with paddles while you take 18 shots and wear ice over your nuts. Why?
That's the same thing as gloves
no.
made of ants.
But afterwards, what you get, what you get out of that hazing is just drinking with those dudes and hanging out. What this is doing is testing their ability to control themselves and experience pain. That's an important warrior thing. That's why it's like
No.
the Google entrance exam. Google entrance exam is like, yo, here are some JavaScript questions and some lateral thinking puzzles, right?
Right.
Because you're a programmer. That's what you're going to do. You're a warrior. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to take a lot of pain
You're gonna-
from nature, and then you're going to have to stay cool and get back here.
It's the same thing as hazing because all it is doing is making you, giving your allegiance to a group and showing that I got through something. Now everybody else got through something and we're all stronger because of it.
Okay.
I went through it's the same thing as boot camp. It's the same thing as anything else.
Well, but that's the thing. Hazing is disconnected other than like, we are faking this. We're faking these conditions, right? Like we're putting you through shit for no reason. It has no connection to what
You're not
happens
gonna
on
be
the other
fighting
side.
A bunch of ant gloves. You're not going to be plunging your hands into bullet ants.
No, but you are going to get injured by nature out there.
Well, as a fraternity member, you are going to have to be drinking constantly and you might be having stuff put up your butt. So, maybe you should realize that that's a trial that's just as
Then
necessary.
then maybe frats aren't actually hazing anyone at all, and we were wrong.
They're just
And maybe we should apologize to fraternities everywhere
testing people for
and
their...
just, really just tell them, hey, we're sorry that we didn't see you for the learned, elevated, intelligent, thoughtful organizations that you were.
Bro,
and
there's
we will butt chug something with you. We'll do it because now we understand.
There's like two things you need to know. You need to have in order to be one of the bros. You need to have a very strong blood alcohol level, and you need to have rectum strength. It's two strengths that we need to test before you're going to be one of the bros.
Okay. Well, I think I have rectum strength.
Yeah? Well, you think?
I'm pretty sure I got
You
rectum
think?
strength. Yeah.
Well, we're here to prove you right or prove you wrong, bruh. Because Alpha Chi Omega is not the kind of place that just has weak ass dudes. And when I say weak ass, I mean literally your ass is weak.
All right. Well, how do you measure then? How do you tell? Is there some sort of like a machine or like a?
Look around you. You see all the items on the pedestals around you?
Yeah, I noticed we start with like a koosh ball.
Yep.
And then we move up to a road flare here.
Yeah. On fire, no less.
Yeah, and then it kind of just keeps going, and it's like, what is the name of that? What is
Choose
the name
the
of that
form.
that's a durian? Like, is that the name of that fruit? The spiny fruit?
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I'm not a fruit major.
Ah, you're a fruit major.
No. Shut up, Todd.
Ah.
Choose the form of the destructor, young Padawan.
You're like...
Select your
it's
trial.
It's like two different movies. All right.
You're not allowed to pick marshmallow. Dudes have tried that before. It's too easy.
There's a stool over there with nothing on it.
What did he do? He saw the nothing stool. Bro, did you just choose the nothing stool?
I mean, all the other stools have things on them that look unpleasant. Why do you...
Yeah, he noticed.
You gotta put that stool all the way up your butt, man.
The whole stool, bro. You just failed the first test.
No, I didn't.
What? Oh, he's doing it! Oh, he's doing it! Oh, Jesus! No expression on his face. Not a single expression. Shots!
You should know that, in case you're wondering if that boy was okay. No, actually, the stool compressed every single one of his organs
Not something you ever
as
wanna
it went
do.
up and perforated basically every lining.
Yeah, not smart.
But he was voted like raddest chillest bro posthumously.
Yeah.
But no,
See,
you know,
he shouldn't have gone full stool. He should have just gone stool sample because that makes more sense. Hey, yo,
son of a-
here's an interesting part of this story. Just real quick, because I think this is fascinating. The way that they make the bullet ant gloves,
yeah.
is pretty, like, I don't want that job either. I don't want to be the dude, like, maybe that's why they have to do this ritual.
Somebody's got to go out and collect all those bullet ants.
Yeah. Not only that, they collect the bullet ants, and then, I don't know how they do this, it doesn't say how, but the bullet ants are sedated, and while unconscious, the ants are woven into the gloves with their stingers facing outward.
So the ants feel trapped to begin with. There's no way they're not stinging. Like, you can't sit still and have them not sting because they're trying to wriggle out of this horrible prison.
They woke up from a terrible nightmare where they fell asleep, they were on a leaf, hanging out, having a good day. They fell asleep, somehow they got drugged. They wake up bound inside a really dark, horrible place with like 20, 30, 40 of their buddies all in this weird, like, Matrix-esque harvesting situation.
Do you know why?
Why?
They have to do that 20 times if they're going to be bullet ants.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullet ant
The
initiation.
bullet initiation. Like, you got through the glove?
This tribe and these bullet ants have a symbiotic relationship
They
which has
do.
gone back for thousands and thousands of years.
It's pretty amazing. So you think that this is actually a good thing? Because I think you're insane.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying it differs from hazing in a way. And that line may be fine. It may not be a huge difference, but I think it's germane to the reason they are being put through this trial, through this ordeal. Whereas I think the definition of hazing is just being put through a lot of shit for no other reason than people just want to put you through a lot of shit. Like, it's not connected, really.
I think both things are bullshit ways to get me to feel a kinship with strangers and to feel like we are united together through common experience that was horrific that we all got through. You know, that does bring people together.
I was going to say, is that useful? It's probably useful.
Maybe.
You know?
I mean, it works for the military. That's what boot camp is.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever been a part of a group or an organization or something that like made you go through some shit? to be a part of it?
Man, I don't know.
Just not a joiner.
I'm not a joiner.
I'm just not a joiner. Like, I don't know, the second, like, I'll show up to a group thing, like, even just like a group thing that is something that's totally relevant to my interests, some sort of club or something. Like, I tried a million of them in high school and college, and I showed up and I'm like, oh, here are a bunch of like-minded people that are doing things that I want to do anyway, and I could talk to them about it. And it's like, hey, we just need you to sign in. Fuck!
I'm not signing. Yeah.
Ah!
That's the bit.
What all this bullshit? No!
Yeah.
No! And then
Not
I
a
just
joiner.
walk out. I'm not a joiner.
I just realized what my version of this is.
What?
Running a marathon.
You are that idiot!
Yeah. All the people that have run a marathon, we like look at each other and we're like, yeah, you get it.
Yeah, we all look at you too, and we're like,
Yeah.
morons. But that is it,
Yeah.
right? Like all these marathon runners, like you guys are all like, hey, how long you been training? What are you eating?
Yeah.
What are you
We're
going
all
up
part
and
of the
down? What
group.
are you
We're all
doing?
we all put the ant gloves on.
Yeah.
I put my ant gloves on one leg at a time.
The ant gloves in this are the running shorts that have the anti-chafe liner.
Yeah. That's what I mean by ant.
Yeah.
Anti-chafe.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't maybe no, nothing. I
No.
can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Just don't like being around people.
Not a joiner.
Yeah, I'm not a joiner. How about you guys? Have you gone through any sort of ordeal or trial or hazing process to be a part of a group, and what was it?
And if so, did it feel like it was worthwhile? Did you feel a kinship with the people? Did you get something out of the experience? What is your gloves full of bullet ants?
And you could just hashtag those gloves full of bullet ants.
Yeah, that's pretty short and
It's a
useful.
short, to the point hashtag that leaves you plenty of room to express yourself.
Yeah.
You can send that to me. I'm at A Carboni.
Or I'm at Jeff Canada.
And if you've seen a story that you think belongs on the show, you can let us know by emailing wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com or hitting up the subreddit, which is wehaveconcern.reddit.com.